Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. We dance for laughter, we dance for tears, we dance for madness, we dance for fears, we dance for hopes, we dance for screams. We are the dancers, we create the dreams. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures, and the whole of nature, and its beauty. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come to the conclusion that the gift of fantasy has meant more to me than any talent for abstract, positive thinking. We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. No, this trick won't work. How on earth are you ever going to explain, in terms of chemistry and physics, so important a biological phenomenon as first love? The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not pays it. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike, and yet it is the most precious thing we have. Although I am a typical loner in my daily life, my awareness of belonging to the invisible community, of those who strive for truth, beauty, and justice has prevented me from feelings of isolation. Possessions, outward success, publicity, luxury, to me these have always been contemptible. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone, best for both the body and the mind. The only thing that you absolutely have to know, is the location of the library. I would rather be an optimist and a fool, than a pessimist and right. Logic will get you from A to Z, imagination will get you everywhere.